Welcome to TV20 News. I'm Kiara Cotton.
And I'm Dan Monroe. Thanks for being with us, Kiara.
Dan. Another week.
Another week. I've been walking through downtown
recently,
and things have changed. Things have changed in an instant.
Yeah.
The fountain's on right there in the public, in the square, in the mall. I see flowers blooming everywhere.
Yeah.
I feel good about myself when I walk. I feel good. I feel happy, like I came out of this shell, this cocoon, if you will.
Spring has sprung.
That's it. Spring has sprung.
Yeah.
And it looks so. Cleveland just looks so beautiful downtown.
It does.
Yeah.
Hopefully it lasts.
Let's hope it lasts.
So let's take a look at what's coming up here on TV20 News.
We were praying to get the house done in this program.
When a Cleveland resident didn't know where to turn for help, the city's aging department got him connected to the right program to transform his home.
Once I got in here, I loved it. It's my passion, and I want to become a professional.
TV20 goes inside the ring at a Cleveland Rec Center's boxing program. I introduce you to kids and adults discovering a new passion and the man making it all happen.
Plus, after more than a year of planning, a vision comes together. The plans to preserve Black culture and history within Cleveland's Huff neighborhood.
We start in the Huff neighborhood. Midtown Cleveland hosted the Huff Cultural Preservation Town Hall, inviting neighbors to share what they think the future of Huff should look like.
This is a celebration of which is about a 1.5 year long planning process.
At the Midtown Cleveland Collaboration Center,
the idea for a cultural district in Midtown and Huff was really born from the history of the neighborhood.
Neighbors gathered for an event long in the works.
Tonight's event is the Huff Cultural Preservation Project Town Hall.
Midtown Cleveland, the Cleveland Foundation, the Famicos Foundation, and Huff community leaders came together to uplift the voices of the Huff neighborhood.
The theme of tonight's event is Huff is Happening, and that theme came naturally because there's so many incredible leaders in Huff already doing such rich, unique things to revitalize the community.
The Huff Cultural Preservation Project launched in 2025, and Midtown Cleveland says the project has a simple premise, that the people who sustained Huff for decades should be the ones who envision its future.
Our culture is about music, dance, movement. This is bringing it back. You know, look at all the people out there.
Gwendolyn Garth was born in Huff.
Huff is like that place for me. That's where I was born at. My first house I had, and I raised my children here on Star Avenue.
She says a lot of work has taken place over the last year to ensure Huff's culture stays intact.
I think this whole year was spent building trust, and that's really the big thing that had to be put back in place. Too many times institutions have come, made promises, and after did a project and then disappeared.
Since the project launched, Midtown Cleveland has connected with hundreds of residents, business owners, artists, and leaders.
There's this deep history of Black culture, Black music, art that once existed, and we should be telling that story, preserving that history, and celebrating it so people can still experience it today.
Midtown says all the community discussions and community work sessions contributed to a final report that will help Midtown Cleveland reimagine how it solidifies Huff's history and culture.
Our hope is that we're bringing all the talent and creation that is taking place today in Huff out into the public right-of-way so that it's celebrated and so that we can experience it as Clevelanders when we come to Huff.
We need to be getting up and doing what we can right where we at. I believe that you don't have to move to live in a better neighborhood.
You can learn more about the opportunities to voice your feedback about Huff by visiting midtowncleveland.org.
After years, the new headquarters for the Cuyahoga County Veterans Service Commission has officially opened, giving veterans greater access to the help and resources they need. With the cutting of a ribbon, the Cuyahoga County Veterans Service Commission, or CCVSC, was officially opened to serve area veterans. John Rice, executive director of the CCVSC, said the new facility is already making life easier for our veterans.
Being down here now where we're right near the bus line, the health line is the busiest bus line in Cleveland. It's right there, and we have the ability to have the parking that we have right behind us. Veterans are going to be able to come in here and access services, and I think that's going to be the key. The other services, most of the services we provide are the exact same, but we have an ability to expand beyond that. The education and the training, we're going to be able to actually provide rooms that are situated and set up for that specific purpose, rather than always making something work. So now we're just going to be able to have things that are designed to work.
Before she became an employee of the CCVSC, U.S. Army veteran Anna Santiago had previously used the services and resources offered to her at the Veterans Service Commission.
While searching online for veteran resources, I came across CCVSC, and I was truly amazed by the level of support they provided. Not only did they assist my children and me with our mortgage, utilities, food, school supplies, but they also encouraged me to apply for a position here. That turned out to be one of the best decisions I've ever made.
As for the future of the CCVSC, John Rice says that's to be determined by the veterans who use the new facility for the services they offer.
Time will tell, right? The veteran community will define what the Veterans Service Commission becomes. They're going to tell us what their needs are, and we're going to step up and handle it. That's what we do. We have a tremendous community impact team, an outreach team, a case management team, a board of commissioners that are always regularly out and involved in the community, and they bring back that information and tell us what's missing, where we're not meeting the mark. So the reality is, what's next is to be determined.
The new facility is located at 3950 Chester Avenue in Cleveland. For more information, call the Cuyahoga County Veterans Service Commission at 216-698-2600 or visit their webpage at cuyahoga-vets.org. Hey Cleveland, let's catch you up on what happened at the latest City Council meeting on April 27th. Council approved a plan to help clean up and redevelop land in the Middle Development Area. The move designates several properties as brownfield sites, which means they require some environmental cleanup before they can be used. The legislation also sets up a 5-year tax exemption for improvements to the property. Legislation was passed authorizing the city to offer a $500,000 loan to Guardian Structural Technologies. The loan will help the company's expansion by allowing money for new machinery and equipment. The city is offering the company a 7-year, 5% loan. Guardian Structural Technologies manufactures prefab wall and roof panels and is looking to expand into a 48,000 square foot facility near its current site. City Council approved more than $13 million in funding to upgrade parks and recreation facilities across the city. The money will be used for a range of improvements, including building, repairing, and renovating parks, playgrounds, and rec buildings on city-owned and leased land. Funding will come from the general fund, income tax revenue, leftover money from previous recreation bonds, and new bond sales. That's your Cleveland City Council wrap for this week. Stay tuned to TV20 for more updates on how council decisions shape our city.
A Cleveland Rec Center is attracting people of all ages to learn the sport of boxing. We meet the man behind the program and learn the impact the class is having on those who are stepping into the ring.
This year we have had an unacceptable number of fire deaths in Cleveland, and most could have been prevented by working alarms. We want to remind the public of the importance of working alarms and to ask residents and businesses to help us save lives. Hello, I'm Lieutenant Mike Norman from the Cleveland Division of Fire.
And I'm Vaughn Miller, retired Deputy Fire Chief and now with the Western Reserve Fire Museum and Fire Safety Education Center right here in Cleveland.
With the support of the American Red Cross, Cleveland firefighters install hundreds of smoke alarms every year. Residents can receive free smoke alarms by calling 216-361-5535. But firefighters know that smoke isn't the only danger facing our residents.
Carbon monoxide, also known as CO or the silent killer, is a colorless, odorless gas that can build up inside your home due to a malfunctioning gas furnace or poorly ventilated gas appliance or fireplaces. If undetected, too much carbon monoxide in an occupied space can be fatal.
The best way to protect your family from carbon monoxide poisoning is to have a working CO alarm installed within the home. That's why Cleveland Fire is partnering with the Fire Museum to make combination CO smoke alarms available to Cleveland residents. Well, we need your help.
The Fire Museum is collecting tax-deductible donations to purchase combination CO smoke alarms to be installed by Cleveland firefighters across the city. If you or your company wish to donate, please visit our website, www.wrfmc.com, or call 216-664-6626 for more information.
Cleveland Fire wants to thank the Fire Museum for their partnership and thank you for your support in making Cleveland safer for everyone.
The sport of boxing has been around for decades, but here in Cleveland, one recreation center is using the sport to teach lessons that go far beyond the ring. TV20 visited the Michael Zone Recreation Center to see how one coach has been shaping the lives of both youth and adults for years. Take a look. Inside the Michael Zone Recreation Center, Tony Prater's fight to better the lives of others began nearly a decade ago.
When I first came here, it was a racquetball room. I built the gym myself with my own money and my own skill set and time.
And he takes that investment seriously.
If you ain't doing right, man, you gotta go. And leave room for the kids that wanna be here. If they want it, I want them to have it.
Because it's the kind of guidance Tony says he needed growing up.
I just wished coming up that somebody would have said, hey man, come on in here, man. Come on in here, man. Quit doing what you're doing. He always had hands, but never was, pushed in a direction. Was never given the opportunity. So I could cry about not given the opportunity, or I can give the opportunity, and I choose to give the opportunity.
And he does it all for free.
I'm a volunteer coach, so I don't get paid for this. So Monday through Thursday is my commitment, 5 to 7.
Parents say that commitment makes a difference.
I'm very grateful because she hasn't had a very great life, so I feel like this is really good for her to let out all the trauma and stuff that happened to her in her life in a positive way. Just the way he treats the kids, he's excellent. He's a great coach.
And his training is producing results.
I've got more than one two-time Golden Glove champs, and I got more Golden Glove champs to my name. I lost count.
But for Tony, the real win goes beyond titles.
It's not all about boxing. It's not. It's about life. Put some names behind your name. I'd rather be 4-time Golden Glove champion Joe than just Joe. And so that's incentive to do something with your life.
His fighters are taking that message to heart.
Once I got in here, I loved it. It's my passion, and I want to become a professional at it and make money. Not just to make money, but to show people, because I came from a hard time.
The first time I fought, I wasn't really good at fighting when it was my first time, but when it was my second time or third time, I was actually improved. I improved better than my first fight.
Reflecting on the impact of his program, both past and present, Tony says he's proud.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. From a recreation center and a volunteer coach, I'm not doing so bad.
Not so bad might be an understatement. If you or someone you know is interested in training sessions, they're offered Monday through Thursday from 5 to 7 p.m. For more information, visit clevelandohio.gov.
TV20 stopped by the 2026 Community Builders Conference, where community members gathered to talk about a variety of topics, including health, housing, youth engagement, neighborhoods, and awareness about human trafficking. The conference is meant to provide a safe space where residents from across the city can network, gain knowledge, discuss community safety, and get information about services and resources.
This is where residents from all 5 police districts in the city of Cleveland, both east and west, could come together, talk, network, ask questions, give feedback, give their input, and really start building community from both east and west side.
I went to the one which I really had no real knowledge about, which was the trafficking. And I'm a retired teacher, so I thought I knew what I thought I knew, and I found out I didn't. The second workshop was all about being a good neighbor and how to touch base, and it was real specific.
Really, it's about connecting across the city. A lot of passion, a lot of energy. I mean, you feel that connection between people.
And I'm learning about like health, like mental health, how to better, like how to help the community. It feels good because like without us, you know, it's no future. Feel me?
The topics at this year's conference were chosen based on resident feedback at a pre-conference back in 2025.
The annual Victims of Crime Conference took place for its 8th year in a row. The event aims to provide a safe space for families who have been victimized by violence. Attendees also had the chance to hear from formerly incarcerated inmates, pastors, and police in hopes of starting discussions on solutions to lowering the rate of violent crime.
My daughter Gloria Pointer was brutally raped and murdered in 1984, and my only way of survival was service. So I'm a big advocate for community service.
I am here because in 2019, my baby brother Troy Good, he was murdered Labor Day. So I'm grateful for this opportunity to come and be able to be refreshed and also give out to those who are still dealing with the pain.
Anytime you have communication and understanding of individuals and their lives and what happens, then you're able to better work with the community at large.
This all took place during National Crime Victims' Rights Week. Today, we want to highlight a city program that helps seniors as well as adults with disabilities get much-needed home repairs.
It's called the Age-Friendly Home Investment Program, and it's just celebrated its 1,000th home repair. Typical repairs include things like roof replacement, electrical work, and the installation of ramps. And in this case, the revamping of the exterior of the home. Some new siding.
This is God sent. I can't stop telling you that.
From a special program.
He's just so grateful, and that makes our job even better.
Gave this homeowner a new outlook on life.
And sometimes we need that zap, you know, and I got the zap back.
Homeowner Billy Johnson had the exterior of his home completely replaced thanks to the Age-Friendly Home Improvement Program. The cherry on top, his was the 1,000th home repaired since the program's inception in 2019.
It's really fantastic that we're finally to this point. It's been a long time coming. We've noticed that there was a need for additional home repairs behind traditional grants. A lot of times traditional grants that we received were federally funded, and they're very difficult and very hard for seniors to apply to and complete the application process. So City Council recognized that as well. So at one point, City Council collaborated with the director and the department to fund this project.
The project is known as the Age-Friendly Home Improvement Program and has invested nearly $12 million in Cleveland neighborhoods over the past 7 years. Homeowner Billy Johnson is thankful for the program because the exterior of his home was in such disrepair and he had no way of fixing it up.
I call this the gingerbread house. The paint was peeling and the material was like paper and it was horrible. So if I invited anybody over to my house, I used to tell them, look for the worst house on the street. My wife said, quit saying that, but it was. But through the loss of my son, I lost my zip. I had 2 open back-to-back heart surgeries because they botched the first one. So I lost my zeal to fix anything.
Billy then called the Cleveland Department of Aging, went through the application process, and was approved for up to $12,000 in repair work. He chose to renovate the exterior, and the team at Community Housing Solutions took over, adding new siding to his home.
We come out, measure up the property, homeowner picks out their colors. We get the colors if it's in stock. Most of the time the colors are in stock. We came out, we sent out our siding men to come out, and they started putting insulation up on the house, and then we proceed to put in the siding.
We cost nothing. So we have our homeowners become qualified based on income levels and age, and I think a lot of people are making choices, for over food, where to spend money, food, medicine, and a lot of times home repairs are delayed or even maintenance, and that will catch up to you.
With new siding and a new look for his home, Billy says that he got the energy he had previously lost back.
Yes, my zeal and strength is back because of what they've done. I mean, this is this is God sent. I can't stop telling you that, but it is, yeah, my zeal is back to do whatever I need to do. You know, thankful for this program, thankful for the guys. And sometimes we need that zap, you know, and I got the zap back, brother.
The Age-Friendly Home Investment Program is administered by the Cleveland Department of Aging. To qualify, applicants must own and occupy their home within the city of Cleveland, be age 60 or older, or have a documented disability, meet low to moderate income guidelines, and be current on property taxes or enrolled in a payment plan. Since launching, the program has invested more than $11 million directly into Cleveland neighborhoods. Visit clevelandohio.gov to learn more. TV20 will be back with more news right after this.
We are Cleveland.
We are Cleveland.
We are Cleveland.
We are Cleveland. We are Cleveland.
We are Cleveland.
We are Cleveland.
We are Cleveland.
We are Cleveland.
We are Cleveland and proud of it.
I'm Kate Connor-Morin, the director of Cleveland 311. One of the great things about Clevelanders is that we take pride in our city. Letting the city know about problems is one simple way to look out for your neighborhood. When you see something that needs attention, for example, a pothole, a missed trash pickup, graffiti in a city park, or problems with a building in your neighborhood, there's one easy number to remember. 311 is your connection to city services, the City of Cleveland's central, non-emergency hotline and website that provides easy access to city services and information. Whether you live here, work here, or are just visiting, our goal is to make it easier for you to report non-emergency issues either online or by phone. You can dial 311 or visit us online at clevelandohio.gov/311, and we'll make sure your request gets on the right path. If you submit your request online, you can create an account and track the status of your requests. This is your city, and with 311, you can help make Cleveland better for all of us.
Every 6 minutes, another person in Ohio is diagnosed with diabetes, and nearly half of all Cleveland adults have high blood pressure. It's numbers like these that make free wellness events so important to our community. Joining me now to talk about an upcoming event on May 1st is Dr. Lee Kirksey from the Cleveland Clinic, and Nicole Ward would Make Them Know Your Name. Thank you guys so much for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
Talk to me a little bit about this community wellness and screening event that's happening on May 1st.
Yeah, well, we're fortunate. I'm a vascular surgeon at Cleveland Clinic. We're partnering with groups like Make Them Know Your Name Foundation, University Hospital, and Metro Health. And we think that cardiovascular health, cancer health, all those things are very important. We want to meet the community where they live.
Yeah, you're creating these meaningful partnerships with local organizations. Nicole, talk to me about Make Them Know Your Name.
Well, Make Them Know Your Name is a heart health foundation. However, our primary focus is to make sure that people are aware and prepared, which is a perfect example of what this event represents on May 1st. So we're excited to be a part of it.
Incredible. And you mentioned being aware and prepared. So what services are going to be at this event?
Well, we think about the #1 killers of all Americans, and particularly in Ohio, Cleveland, where half of adults are hypertensive, and many of adults don't know that they're hypertensive.
Right.
And then we think about diabetes and colorectal cancer. Colorectal cancer is the #3 killer of all Americans.
Wow.
And so we want people to get screened. We'll have hemoglobin A1C for diabetes, getting your blood pressure checked, but some important biomarkers and blood numbers to know if you have chronic kidney disease. We'll be doing urine samples. So it's just not your typical blood pressure screening and measuring your weight, but it's some very important laboratory screening. And it's free, no insurance required. You don't have to schedule anything. You bring yourself, you bring a friend. We have raffles and gifts. We're gonna make a great day of it.
Yeah, so it's a family-friendly event. Talk to me about how folks can engage in that aspect of it.
Yes, so as Dr. Hershey said, there's going to be other entertainment outside of the screenings that are going to be provided. That's going to be available to young and older. It's not just for older individuals that should be receiving these screenings. We would like for younger individuals to also receive the education and also receive the screenings that are appropriate for their age group. And as he mentioned, it's free, it's accessible, so there really isn't any reason not to come. And so we're just looking forward to seeing everyone there on Friday.
Absolutely incredible. Like you said, there's literally no reason for you not to show up. But I understand that this event is a part of a larger occurrence that is happening here in Cleveland. The National Medical Association's 46th annual conference is happening right here in the land, as you mentioned. Talk to me about how important it is to have that conference here this year.
So the National Medical Association is the largest and oldest Black American physicians group. And they're coming here to Cleveland, right? They're honoring us with their presence. This is the Region 4 Midwest meeting. And so they're really anchoring this event. Okay. And the idea is that we are meeting folks within the community. We're committing to the community. We're demonstrating the excellence within our Black American physician community.
Tell us one more time where everyone can go for all of this information and find out where it is and where it's happening.
Well, we think about this community wellness event. This is at 7500 Woodland Avenue, 7500 Woodland Avenue. That's at the Friends Church with Reverend C.J. Matthews. Okay. He's graced us, allowing us to use this event for this venue. And it's 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Okay. So that gives everyone plenty of time. If you're an early riser, you can show up. If you want to come late in the afternoon, please show up.
Absolutely incredible. Thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us, Dr. Lee Kirksey from the Cleveland Clinic and Nicole Ward from Make Them Know Your Name. Everybody go out and check out that event on May 1st.
Today we're highlighting a young person here in Cleveland who's making the most of every opportunity. In a city known for its resilience, one local teen is standing out, not just for his achievements in the classroom, but for the way he's shaping his future.
I'm Sierra Nelson here for TV20 at Ginn Academy, where we're going to talk to a student that's thriving in excellence and making a mark in his community. Cleveland teen Braylon Mason is making strides early in life. The 10th grade honor roll student has attended Ginn Academy since freshman year.
I'm having very good grades in them A's, B's. I get all the subjects. It's really easy.
Mason's favorite subjects are anatomy and physiology. Not only does his 3.0 GPA prove excellence in academics, but he is also scoring on the football field. He is a Division IV state champion.
The football season, this brother is being in morning session on a Friday, and Ginn is playing some type of song, either Young Boy or something, and everybody just turning up.
Mason stands out because he is one of the many students paving the way with excellent grades and a strong work ethic. His algebra teacher, Camille Gully, says Mason is one of her brightest students.
Braylon was a ball of energy. He was a lot of fun, a lot of laughter, but he also knew when to stop and be serious about his education.
Gully says Mason is a leader amongst his peers.
He's doing really well this year. He's held over a 3.0 this year, so the growth has been great.
Mason thanks his mom and teachers for teaching him good study and life skills.
She didn't sacrifice a lot for me, so I feel like this is the bare minimum I have to do.
Gully says Mason is creating a pathway to a bright future.
He's really grown leaps and bounds.
Mason says he's excited about finishing his high school career in 2028.
You can do anything you want to. Many people told me that I wouldn't be good at football or to quit. And I never really let that get to me. I always just kept pushing.
Mason says he plans on attending college to become an architect after high school, and he plans on doing some amazing things in his community. Here at Ginn Academy, reporting for TV20, I'm Sierra Nelson.
Well, Kara, we've come to the end of another show, and I just felt really good about this show, and the stories we do are stories most people aren't going to see anywhere else.
That's right. As native Clevelanders, it's our responsibility to share that information and to give back, and I think we did it.
We did, and that's what we do here on TV20, and thanks for watching. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram and Facebook, or subscribe to our YouTube. You can also catch our live stream at clevelandohio.gov/TV20.
We'll see you next time. I'm Kiera Cotton.
And I'm Dan Monroe.